debate.
Mr. President.
Senator Shippy.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senators, this isn't about freedom. This is about money. In 1984, 6 Shippies were jailed for homeschooling their children. These were 3 of my great uncles and 3 of my great aunts. They were not asking for money. They were asking for freedom. Freedom to educate their children according to their convictions. They believed in self-reliance, self-responsibility. And they knew that what government funds, government owns. So they were not asking for money. They were asking for freedom, and they were jailed for that. Many of you know the story. My dad was very poor. My mom had 15 children, large family, 1 income. My dad was a gopher trapper. We lived in a single wide trailer house. We would drive to Boise once a year, and my parents would purchase school books, school supplies from money that my dad had earned working hard. That was the example that he set for me. What they wanted was freedom. Freedom to educate their children according to their own consciences and convictions. What government funds, government owns. This is not simply us getting our money back. A family of 5 gets $25,000. Did they pay $25,000? Or is it a redistribution of wealth? I argue it is a redistribution of wealth. This is government funding, private education. I've heard the argument that, well, homeschoolers have these concerns. I get it. Strings attached. We want to be able to educate our children with no strings attached, no government oversight. They say, but you don't have to take the funds. Homeschoolers are not obligated to. That is technically true, but it's not practically true. And I want to explain. I have some good supporters and friends, LDS family out in Parma, seed growers, very successful. And they told me, they said, Brandon, we don't like to take farm subsidies. It goes against our conscience. But whenever they're offered, we have to take them because we're priced out of the market otherwise. And why I bring that up is as soon as you insert new monies into a market, into a market that had been previously only supported by hard-earned dollars, the new monies automatically drive the prices up so that it becomes unaffordable for those who say we want to opt out. So technically it's true, homeschoolers will not have to participate. But practically, I'm challenging the idea that practically it's not true. Over time, they will be forced to participate because of the rising prices within the market. It was mentioned by our chaplain this morning, and I really appreciate the difference between a politician and a statesman. Will I receive opposition from folks for voting no on this? I'm sure I will. But my intent on voting no is because I am thinking of future generations. Whenever you take an independent people, self-reliant, and you create government dependence, which is what this bill will accomplish. You create government dependence. The first generation is thankful. They are appreciative. The second generation expects it. The third generation demands it. My concern is that the resilience of Idahoans who believe in self-reliance and self-responsibility will be eroded. And over time, we will destroy what has been cultivated in our state. These are the concerns that I bring. I know many of you have received hundreds of emails from good homeschool families across the state of Idaho, and I am echoing their concerns as a homeschool family myself. Our family, my wife and I, have chosen to educate our children on our own hard-earned money And so these are the concerns that I bring. I do echo concerns of constitutionality. Do we as the legislature have the constitutional authority to take these funds and allocate it for private education? I would argue the Constitution is very specific, and it's for a public school that we are to allocate funds for. So, Senators, I will be voting no on this, and I hope I've made myself clear on that. Appreciate it.